May 2019 this year, we went to Kalgoorlie and worked with some students from the Kalgoorlie Boulder Community High School to run some workshops using filmmaking and art making, and we created 2 short films around youth issues, and we also worked with a local Indigenous artist, Jason Dimmer, and we created a mural that now graces the walls at the Goldfields Art Centre.
The students worked in groups to talk about what issues were affecting them the most, and after that they voted on what issue they wanted to make the films about. It turned out to be mental health, which is coming up more and more often with this demographic. This led to discussions about bullying, online gaming, trolling, anxiety at school, all sorts of issues that we wanted to explore with the films. And that's what informed the films themselves.
Pressure and peer pressure and having to
trying to join in with the others and make yourself look like them.
Just to not be mean to people.
Show your love and kindness.
If you're having trouble at home or at school and you can't find a way to tell someone, you could always express it in something else that you like.
It can be hard to deal with those things sometimes if you don't feel like you're surrounded by the supportive peers or parent.
What are you guys going to take?
I'm just gonna do a butt at me. I'm trying to draw the brain.
The films were screened for the community at Kalgoorlie PCYC, and we had an audience of about 100 community members, friends, families, teachers, etc. After the screening of the films, we actually pulled the actors up on stage and got them to replay the scenes with the audience members intervening.
You need to stop bullying them, alright?
What? You're really coming up to us?
Yeah. You guys aren't nothing. In the future, you're all going to be working at a 7-Eleven.
The head daughter is misbehaving at school.
Yeah.
And pull the reins, and if that doesn't help, you go to the school with the daughter and the sons or your sisters that you've got, and you let them know there's a lot of them.
And also getting up on stage, which was fantastic, to try and solve the issues that the students had brought up. And I think by the end of the night, everyone had had a great discussion about mental health, and also had decided on different ways or different things that people could do in order to make things better for themselves if they're suffering from these problems.
They are really, really sensitive subjects and really sensitive and personal to some kids, and so for them to feel comfortable to talk about that in such a big, diverse space with people that they've probably never ever spoken to before, both within our school and externally, is wonderful that they feel comfortable enough to do that.
It's been really, really cool to see our arts students get involved and re-engage with a lot of stuff that maybe they were starting to disengage with a little bit through the years.
The creative arts is really good at getting that creative thinking going and creative processing, and that's really the key to these really big, complicated social issues.
It makes them aware of social issues that they might come across in their schooling career. Also social issues outside of school as well.
How they thought they could respond to situations of bullying or stress at home, cyberbullying and all of that, and how they weren't really sure how they could respond to these situations, to now having done these films, and how everyone has got completely different ideas on how to get themselves out of negative situations.
It is okay to share these ideas. It is okay to have a say.
Well, it gives them options. Basically helps them realise that there's alternatives to maybe bullying or graffitiing, all that kind of stuff. There's options and there's people that can help them.
I think that they probably feel like they're not alone anymore because they've been able to talk to other people. They know that they've got teachers that support them. They know that there are people in the community that support them and want to help them. But they also just have this peer group, and maybe even peers that they never thought were peers before. So that's a huge asset for them.
100%. I'll do it again.